Heidi ho, welcome to my channel, Your Finger My Ring. Today I'm going to be doing a penny. I've done a penny before, I've done a halfpenny. It's 1966 UK penny. So, look at bronze. First of all, I've got to punch a hole in it. I'll use a 1/2 inch punch. And this top is self-centering, so it centers the coin dead center over the punch hole. So you're guaranteed of a dead center hole in your coin. Okay. Go to Big Bertha. This is my 20-ton hydraulic press. Sorry about the wobbling. My camera's attached to Big Bertha, so best place I could find for it. There you go, she's through. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't done a penny before. I've got a slap on the bottom. Who's a naughty boy then? Okay. If you've recently subscribed, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, why not? Press that little button. Come on, sort yourselves out. It's free, costs you nothing. And it shows you care. Right, this is a deburring tool. I just want to clean up the edges. So this is called Christy Burr. If you'd like me to make you a custom ring, I'd happily do so. I also do wedding bands now as well. I've got quite a few coin rings in my shop, yourfingermyring.com. If you see one there you like, and you'd like me to adjust the size for you, I can do, up or down. I just need your ring size. You can get that from a jeweller's. Don't bother with these bits of tape and bits of string and all that malarkey. It don't work. So let's try not annealing this to start with. It's not a very pretty coin really. You've got Lizzie there with a hole in her head. Yeah, I suppose that's the best one. So this will be sunny side up on the ring. So that goes face down in a 17-degree folding die. Just want to make sure they're nice and level. Go over to Big Red. And this is my 17-degree folding cone. I can't go all the way with this one because I've got to put it into a different. Okay, that'll do for that. Now I'll put it in this one to finish it off. Thing with these dies, if it fits, it works. You ain't got, there's no sort of exact science about it. And I didn't have to anneal this coin at all. Not at the moment anyway. I just want to clean up this edge, it's a bit rough. So we get out sandy and give it a bit of a wipe over. It's going to be quite a wide band, this ring. So how's your week going? Good? There you go, that's better. You don't want any scratches or splits, otherwise it causes the ring to split when you start stretching it and playing with it. So let's go over to spike. And stretch it. No particular size for this one, I'm not making it for anybody. It's just for me. This would be a big ring, but I can also make them smaller. It's looking a bit wobbly. So I will put it into Big Bertha. And we shall straighten it out. Yeah, it's got a bit of a wobble on it. So let's go back to Big Bertha. See that? It's a bit uneven. Where's that? That's better for you. I'll use our delving puck. Then we give it a bit of love. And then a bit the other way. That should straighten it up a bit. There you go. That's better. I've got a bit of a wobble on it, but not as bad as it was. Right, now we want to straighten these walls up. Now can I use the bottom end of spike? Give it a go. Yeah. Maybe a touch more. I'll turn this over. Yeah, the walls are straight. Still got a little bit of a wobble on it though. Let's clean it up a bit. See what we've got. Got a little bit of a lip on the inside. This inside edge here. I'm going to cut that out. Oh, it's uncomfortable to wear. Still a bit in there. That's good. That's gone. Oh, there's a bit there. That's why you keep turning the ring every so often. Otherwise, if you keep it in the same place while you're doing this, you have more pressure on certain parts of the coin than other parts of the coin. And it deburrs it at a sort of strange angle. But if you give it a little bit of a turn every now and again, it comes out pretty good. There you go. That's why you use the kitchen roll on the inside of the coin. You don't lose any of the detail. Right, let's clean it up a bit. Cocktails, anybody? Right. Let's get rid of Kate. Put in Felton John. I am going to be sealing all my coin rings very shortly. With like a clear coat. So they will be a bit shinier. But they, some of the coins might make your finger go a bit green. You can buy really expensive stuff. Or you can just use clear nail varnish. I was even thinking of powder coating them. Clear powder coat. But that's in the future. I'm going to use different colours. And that's one for the future, the powder coating. And plus, after the video, I then clean these properly because my fingers are still covered in bloody polish. And my rags are getting a bit sad. If you want this highly polished on the outside, I'll happily do it for you. There's my first penny ring. One penny. Not a lot going on. 1966. Fits that finger nicely. Probably size 12. And you always measure from the reeded part of the coin. This is milled, but it's the same thing. It's the thickest part of the coin. Oh, this is a size 13 3/4. But I can make them bigger or smaller. So, hope you enjoyed it. Have a great week, what's left of it, and I'll see you tomorrow with a bit of luck. Bye-bye.